Okay, welcome back, guys. So let's continue from where we stopped. Then link this to this should go forward. Okay, so I think we stopped at minimum, maximum, and average. Okay, we're talking about the if. Oh yeah. I remember we're saying we talked about count and count. Then we did a refreshing what's it called? Mean, max, average, product. Example. So now to talk about if, that is, let's say, okay, you are at home, you are a parent, and you want to send your child, oh, you want to send your child on an errand, and you're like, okay, Daddy, come and get something for me. If they don't have egg, buy geisha. Meaning it would first ask for, good evening, I want to buy him. There is no egg. Okay, what did my mommy say I should get if there is no egg? She asked me to get geisha, meaning if there is no egg, no, check if there is egg. If there is no egg, buy me geisha. That means on no condition should you buy geisha if there is egg. And if there is, if they don't have egg, they would have geisha. So it has to be one of the two. If this condition is not met, do this. If A is greater than 5, give me this. Otherwise, okay, if A is greater than 5, tell me true. Otherwise, it should be false. Okay, no, let's not use true and false because and uses true and false, and or like that, they use true and false. So now, if A is greater than 5, tell me yes. If not, tell me no. So in this condition now, we are saying if my total price is greater than 10,000, tell me it is best. Else, tell me it is good. If my price is greater than 10,000, tell me it is best. Otherwise, good. Meaning, if it is less than 10,000, tell me it is good. But anything that makes it cross 10,000, tell me it is best. So that is if statements. You're telling the system what to do if a condition is met and what to do if the condition is not met. Oh, where do we do that? So that should be sales moderation, right? If total price is greater than 10,000, total price moderation, price moderation. So we would have the same way, like I said, each function depicts its name. If I want to make a condition, if, what's my logical test now? So my logical test is my total sales. Yes, total sales. Value if true. Meaning if that condition, sorry, if H3 greater than 10,000, greater than 10,000, that's my logical test. If H3 is greater than 10,000, value if true. It means what do I do if this condition is true? Value if true. That's now value if true should be best. We are putting best in quotes because it is a string so that Excel will recognize that I want this thing the way I wrote it. I want this BEST the same way I wrote it. That is why we are putting it in quotes, string. So value if false. The thing is if accepts just one condition. If accept just one condition, and if this logical test is not met, that is value if false, what should I do? Tell me it is good. So logical text, if H is greater than 10,000, give me best. Otherwise, give me good. Now I enter, it will give me good because my test, that is my total sales, is less than 10,000 there. And if I should autofill, it will give me the result for the rest. Meaning I have good, best, best. This best, best means they are greater than 10,000. Good means it is lesser than 10,000. Best, greater than 10,000. Lesser than 10,000. Now, we go to sum total sales if price greater than 7,000. I don't know we are much on this call. I would have asked like, okay, what do we think we are to do here? Or okay, Soft, can you help us? What do you think we do here? Sum total sales if price greater than 7,000. Sum total sales if price is greater than 7,000. What's from the explanation of this logical function, what do you think? Sum total sales.
We are still using
Sum total
the
sales.
we are still using the if functions now. We are still going to
Mm,
use the if function.
we would use if function, but
Abi?
not if per se. All right, thank you. So this will be making use of sum if because we have some, we are adding together based on a condition. That is where I said sum if counts if. That is sum this if this condition is met. Count
Okay.
this if this condition is met. Then sum ifs would be sum everything that pertains to all the if conditions. You know, we said ifs is more than one if condition. It's more than a condition. Yeah, sorry. If accepts more than one condition. Ifs with the S accepts more than one condition. But if accepts just one condition. Now we are summing if that is adding together based on one condition. That is where we would use sum if. Now, sum total sales if price greater than 7,000. What's that? Oh, my airport is almost done. Okay. So now we're saying sum total sales if price is greater than 7,000. What do we do that now? Oh, let me delete this.
Please, can you save this thing
Hmm?
somewhere before you delete it? Can you save it before you delete it and send it to me, please?
Oh,
So I can work
what I just deleted.
I can work on it again on my no,
This?
like all these sheets. Like all these sheets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I
sure.
can
I
work on
would.
it alone.
No, and I
Okay,
would.
thank you.
Okay, now, so we said sum total sales if price is greater than 7,000. Let's put that. Sum total sales, that is sum if. But now, this one, it says adds the cell specified by a given condition or criteria. Adds the cell specified by a given condition or criteria. That's our if now. The condition or criteria represents our if statement. Now, what range? What range am I to sum? What range am I to sum? Now, I want to sum, let me see. I want to sum my sales. Let me see. Sales. The question says sum total sales if price is greater than 7,000. Now, I would have to select my price because I am working on price sales. But then I want to, the condition is if this place here, if this price here is greater than 7,000, then I should now sum the resultant, I mean, the resulting effect or the resulting sales. If my price here is greater than 7,000, hmm, I should sum it here. I should sum the results here. So that I would select price as my, is this sum range? As my range, sorry. Then I'll put my comma. What is the sum range? What is my criteria next? My criteria is if it is greater than 7,000 naira, 7,000 naira. Let's see what we have. Okay, sum range. Sorry, sum total sales if price greater than 7,000. So now my range would be, my sum range would now be my total sales. In the sense that, okay, if the price I highlighted before is greater than 7,000, sum it on this column. Sum it on this column. If I should click my enter, it should give me an okay. I think there's a mistake somewhere. Let's see. Okay, we have a problem. I'm trying to type the formula. When there's a problem with this, let's see. We said, oh, 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 oh. A minute, please. Let me see. Criteria, some range criteria. Some to do sales if price greater than 7,000. If price. A cell we need to spew data into is not blank. It's not blank. Let me cut and replace. Why do I say have this here? Okay. Let me rectify this. I'm coming, please. We'll come back to this, and meanwhile, let's continue. Using ifs, few, what is this? Using ifs, oh, Jesus. Fill the price moderation column. If price greater than 1,000, write max. If price less than 5,000, write minimum. And if no max, if price greater than 5,000, write mid. Sorry?
I said it's still greater than, like when you said max if price is less than.
No,
Still
if
greater
max
than.
is greater than one, it should be 10,000. I think I made that mistake. If price is greater than 10,000, that should be max. If it is greater than 5,000 but not up to 10,000, it should be mid. And if the price is less than 5,000, it should be min. In the sense that if my price is 10,000, so 10,000 or more, it will have to give me max. And if it is 5,000 but not up to 10,000, it will give me mid. And if it is less than 5,000, it will give me min. That is using the ifs, fill the price moderation. Okay, price moderation. We did a mistake. So this was supposed to be for sales moderation. Let me copy this and redo. This was supposed to be for sales moderation. Control X. Control. Yeah. So I would have to delete this. So sorry for this. So price moderation now. So this is where we would use multiple if. That is, we would use ifs. Meaning ifs, logical text one is if my if price. So price is column where? Column E starting from E3. Yeah. If my column E3 is greater than 10,000. Is greater than 10,000. Give me max. Don't forget, I will put my string because I want to see this max in my results. Then, so my max is value if true, value if true. That is, if E3 is greater than 10,000, give me max. Logical test 2 now. If E3 is greater than 5,000, what should it give me? It should give me mid. Don't forget my strings. Then if not, that's my logical test 3. If E3 is less than 5,000, give me min. Then I close my bracket and I enter. So it's giving me min because my price here is less than 5,000. I have 2.5. So it is less than 5,000. It is giving me min. If I should auto fill to give me, we have made min. Okay, I think we have only one max. Wow. Right. So this one now is telling me if my E3, that is price, is greater than 10,000, give me max. Otherwise, give me, if it is greater than 5,000, but it's not up to 10,000, give me mid. But then if it does not meet any of these criteria, that means it will be lower than 5,000. Give me mid. So that is that for number 10, using ifs, fill the price moderation column, if price, blah, 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 blah. So now I think with that, we've treated, is there any questions so far? Okay, no answer. So with that, we've treated logical functions, we've treated text functions. Now we are on to lookup
Your
functions.
network is breaking. Your network is breaking.
Mine?
Your network is breaking.
Oh, I would have to deal with that.
Yes. But I can hear you clearly now.
All right, no. So that means we've treated logical functions, count are, if, ifs, sum if, count if, and all. Oh, we've not done and. Amazing. Wow. Okay. So let's treat that. And okay, now so and would, let me see. And just like we have our logical statements, we have and, we have or, we have not. So and will return, it's either returns true or false for and or. It's either returns true or false. And will return true if and only if all the conditions are true. If and only if all the conditions stated are true. If I have like 10 conditions, if everything is true, only then would and give me true. Otherwise, if at least one is not true, it will give me false. Unlike or, for or now, if I have 20 conditions and at least one is correct, all would give me true because and is more strict. So if I have A is equals to 10, B is equals to 5, and they said if and A greater than 10, B equal to 5, which will give me true because both conditions are true. Meanwhile, or on the other hand, all would give me true regardless. If number 1 is false, if number 2 is true, it will give me true. So far, at least one is correct. So now let's try it out. We would have and, let me type somewhere here. Let's say, and we'll do hand and or, I think. And let me say now, if my price is greater than 2,000, let's see. Logical text 1 would be, where is price? Okay, yeah. If this is greater than 2,000, let me see what it would be. Greater than 2,000. And this is greater than 7,000. 7,000. I just 7,000 because, where is it? Oh, I just said it. Oh, shoot. What did I do? This is giving me true. and H3, H37. What is H37? My God, listen to me, furniture. Okay, so I said if my E3 is greater than 2,000 naira, and this, my logical test to this one is greater than 7,000. Let me see what it will give me. So this one now, it should give me true because my price is actually greater than 2,000 naira and my total sales is greater than 7,000. So it give me true. If I should autofill now, let me pause this and go up so that I can see for the rest. Wow, true. Okay, it's giving me true because all my prices are greater than 2,000 naira and all of this are greater than 7,000 naira, meaning both conditions are met. Now let's try if one condition is not met. Let's try if okay, if this one is greater than 5,000 to 5,000. So some will give me false in the sense that not everything is greater than 5,000. Yes, so this is good. Now let's try for or equal to or. This one means if at least one condition is met, give me true, regardless of anything. If one condition is met, give me true. Let's try if E3, can we say if E3 equal to 5,500. This is wrong, but let's see. And if what is it now? What's our total sales column? Our total sales is H3 greater than 7,000. So what should they give? This is giving me true. Meanwhile, my E3 is not equal to 55. That is, my price is not equal to 55. But it's giving me true because at least my total sales is greater than 7,000. So if you would hardly see false, yeah, you would hardly see false because at least one of these conditions is correct. Please, let's be looking at this our formula bar so that we don't mix things up. This is okay. Now let me try if this is less than 5,000. So it will give me false that way, less than 5,000. Enter here. So you see, we have more of false now than true because for the falses or for the falses or for the false now, none of the condition is correct. None of the condition is correct. So I feel there are little occurrences where we would have to use or, mostly we tend to use and than or. So that is and or. And returns true if and only if all condition is true. Then all returns true if at least one condition is true. And we have not. Not is the opposite of whatever we enter. Okay, so that's that one. And if or, what am I saying? And or not. And or not. Okay, and or not. We've done for logical functions, we've completed text functions. I think we did lower upper. Yes. So now lookup functions. This one might take a bit of time. What's the time now? Oh wow. Wow. All right, so I think I would have to delete this. Oh, let me just leave it. Let me leave it. So now we're going to lookup functions. Yeah, lookup functions, lookup functions, lookup functions. Let me delete this. Yeah, so now we're going to look up function. When we say look up functions, yeah, just like the word implies, I want to look up this value in so place, but now it deals with a table. I want to look up this value in this table using maybe columns, using rows. That is where vertical lookup and horizontal lookups comes in. We have types of lookup functions. We have HLOOKUP, we have VLOOKUP, we have XLOOKUP. HLOOKUP means horizontal lookup, VLOOKUP, vertical lookup, XLOOKUP, combination of vertical and horizontal lookup. So just like the name implies again, just like the name implies, we have VLOOKUP vertical, that is from up to down. That is the data set now, or the table we are looking at now, should be in a portrait format. Yeah, that's portrait. Yeah, portrait format, meaning from up, it will be searching each row from up to down. But this one now, it finds data in a vertical order using column index. That is column index. The beginning will be 1. That is column A will be 1. Column B will be 2. Column C will be 3, like that, like that, like that. So in my notes here, I wrote VLOOKUP finds data that is arranged in vertical order using column index. It finds a value in a table and returns a corresponding value from another column in that same table. Here now, we make sure the value we are looking for is in the leftmost column. Okay, so let's do something. Did I delete? VLOOKUPs. Okay, no, I did not. I did not delete this, because this is all we'll be looking for. Yup. I don't know why I didn't delete this. So now, VLOOKUP. Okay, let's see what it's giving us. It says looks for a value in the leftmost column of a table and then returns a value in the same row of a column you specify, that is in the same row of another column. By default, the table must be sorted in an ascending order. Oh my God. I think wherever this one stops, we'll just stop for the day and continue from the next class. Yeah. So looks for a value in the leftmost column of a table and then returns the value in the same row from another column. By default, the top, blah, blah, blah. Okay, now what is my lookup value? Now, in this sense, I want to look for number 1. This is my 1. I have it separate because I cannot be going to the table. I cannot be going back and forth to the table. But now I am looking for number 1. In which table? Table array. Table array means like your table, what would I call it now? Your table name. Yeah, we can name our table, but we've not got it there. So this is not named. This one is just like my, okay, now, yeah, we're using table range now. So I have my comma. Then let's continue. So meaning my loop table array is my table as a whole. Now, column index. What column am I looking for? What column do I want to return? Now, let's say I want to return my book type column. Sorry, I would have to input it as book type now is under column D. So it will be column A is 1, column B 2, C 3, D is 4. Mean I want it to return column 4. I want it to return information on column 4 for me. So after that, it would now be range lookup. My range lookup, it is if I want approximate match, I enter true. And if I want exact match, I enter false. At this point, I need an exact match, so I would enter false, then I enter. Now I have religious, meaning for my number 1 in this table, in this bookshop sales table, the column 4 now, book type, for number 1 is religious. Same way if I do it for number 5, give me romance. Same way if I do it for number 11, it will give me finance. Let's try. Let's say I'm looking for 11 here. 11. Then I come here. Remember I said 11 will be finance. Yes, so I can autofill. So he gave me finance in the sense that I am looking for this value in this bookshop sales table, but then I want it to give me the column index for, that is, I want it to give me the book type. I want it to give me the book type. That is why I have to like, okay, that is why I have this formula now. VLOOKUP A38, that is A30. This is the value of A36. In this table array, in this table range, that is from A5 to J20. But then give me the information in column 4 of that particular row. But I need you to give me an exact match. That is false. So close my brackets, enter, and give me my answer. That is VLOOKUP. It looks for value in a vertical manner from up to down. And just like we said, just like the argument or the function now said, but just like the function said, like what we are looking for should be in the leftmost column. Leftmost column. So this is what I am looking for. It is in the leftmost column. It's the first column by my left. Yeah. So do we understand? If we don't understand, you can easily call my attention back or, ask on the group, send a message. We're easily accessible. Now, to H lookups, that is horizontal lookup, horizontal lookup, horizontal lookup. Like, unlike VLOOKUP, this one has to be in a landscape format. That is, it has to be in a landscape format. I don't know how we explain, but this is transposing our normal data from columns to rows. So horizontal lookups, it looks for values in rows. So yeah, roots, it searched for data arranged in horizontal form using row index, unlike the VLOOKUP, we used column index, but this one will be using row index, and it finds a value in the table and returns a corresponding value from another row. The vertical lookup returns an information from another column, but here it returns an information from another row using words, using row index. Now this one, it looks from left to right. VLOOKUP looks from up to down. HLOOKUP looks from left to right. VLOOKUP has to be in a vertical format. HLOOKUP has to be in an horizontal format, that is left to right. Vertical lookup from up to down. Vertical lookup it deals with columns, column index, while HLOOKUP deals with row index. So now let's give it a try. Yeah, okay. So this one, now let's add 11 to it. So it means now, equals to HLOOKUP. Same way, lookup value. What is my lookup value? I am looking for one in which table? Now, I would not use the same table I was using for VLOOKUP, because that one is arranged in a vertical manner. But I will use another, because now I am working with horizontal formats. That is why I have this here. So I'll just select this. This is the table I am working with. I'll put my comma. That's my way. Then my row index number. What row am I looking for? Now I am looking for the book type. So the book type has to be this particular row. Range lookup, I am looking for exact match. Exact match. So I would write my false. Approximate match is true. Like, okay, maybe you're looking for the thing is maybe 34.9, and you're looking for 35. So you can use approximate match. Like, okay, if it does not see 35, at least if it sees 34.5 to 35.4, it should give it to me, because it is an approximate. 35 is an approximate of that range. So now that is for approximate match. But exact match, okay, don't give me any other thing apart from 35. That is exact match. So now, if I enter it, it should give me the same answer as vertical. It should give me really. Okay, why do I have this mistake? It's telling me that moving or deleting cells caused an invalid cell reference or function. A function is returning reference error. Let me see, where did I have a mistake? Let me retype. Oh yes, sorry, this, it should be 4 because I have my book number 1, author FN, author LN, and my book type should be 4, not just from beginning to the end of that row 4. Yeah, if I should enter, okay, yeah, now it gave me my answer. Just look at that arrow. Let me Control Z. Yeah. Now, I am looking for this in this row range, So let's select that. I would not select that. Let me do. So I'm looking for number 1, that is A42 in this range, this book number, author, FN, blah blah. Yeah. Then I need the results from row number 4. That is results from book type, and I want the exact match. Now, if I enter, it gave me religious. Same thing as this, but now we are using it in this form. If you look at it, HLOOKUP, we see that it is from left to right. But then if you look at VLOOKUP is from up to down. Same way it works for each table we are using. So now if I should autofill this, it will give me the same answer as VLOOKUP. So that is the difference between HLOOKUPs and VLOOKUPs, like we said already. Okay, now this, okay, we'll meet in next class because this meeting is running out. Now, the difference between HLOOKUPs and VLOOKUPs, VLOOKUP works from up to down, HLOOKUPs from left to right. And VLOOKUP deals with column index, HLOOKUP deals with row index. So any question before the time rounds up? Let me see what we are supposed to do next. Okay, that should be XLOOKUP. And I said we would not be treating XLOOKUP for this course because we're using Excel and there's a possibility of having mistakes if we are not using the recent version or Google Sheets. So that is why we'll not be treating XLOOKUP for this. And for next class, we'll continue with sorting, filtering, validation, pivoting. That is where it starts getting more complex. I won't use the word hard, more complex. So thank you for joining today's class. Before tomorrow or next, our link will be